What's up, people? This is JJ. This is the Lone Star Barn Burner Hockey Podcast. We're live with my friend Weldon, and we're going to talk a little Vegas, Golden Knights hockey, Mark Stone, everything in between. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show.
Dallas Stars! Dallas Stars! Dallas Stars! Dallas
What's up?
Now who's slow poking, huh?
Well, I was right in the middle of sending something to somebody, so.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to poke fun at you because that made me laugh pretty hard.
So what are you up to tonight?
Just about to watch some hockey, I hope, if my body lets me stay awake.
Well, that's not for another 2 hours.
Yeah. I might watch a period of it.
Yeah, that's going to be me tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, how you feeling?
I think we're going to do all right. I think it should be a good game. Still wish we would have Rope back, but
Oh, he's not back, is he?
I don't think he's back yet. I haven't heard anything about his status this week. So
no, me neither. And I usually get emails from people here at BS3. So, yeah, no, I haven't heard anything. So, yikes, that's scary against Vegas. No Rupe. Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, they've got a few guys out too. So,
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I think who was it? Petrangelo and somebody else I saw yesterday. I don't remember who it was in a no contact jersey. So,
oh wow,
I don't remember who it was, but so.
Well, I mean, at least it's an even. I don't want to say an even playing field, but at least it's just about even.
Yeah. Well, it's it's still early in the season. The guys are still finding their legs, so. But they looked all right the other night. They had a couple of little hiccups, and but it wasn't anything that Ottinger wasn't able to handle, or some of the new guys were able to handle. The new guys actually looked really good.
Yeah.
Duchesne looked really, really good.
Any of them jump out and surprise you about how good they looked?
Or were you expecting them? Mostly Duchesne.
Really?
I did not remember him being that quick.
Oh, okay. I see.
So
Well, do you think he played down to be similar to his teammates, for lack of a better way of putting it?
no, I mean, because he was, he was on a good line. Just when when he got the one breakaway, I mean, he got away from the guy, and then in the shootout, um, I'd never seen him really in a shootout because I never really followed Nashville. Uh,
Yeah.
I didn't follow Colorado a lot when he was there, so I'd never really seen him in a shootout. But he's got a nice release. I mean, it's quick.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even think he would have played, but I guess. See, I was thinking Rupe and Robo, and I was like, oh wait a minute. I keep forgetting that Rupe's hurt,
yeah,
and like I was just thinking, as much as we've molded over on the show here, the shootout line, like I keep thinking Rupe and Robo, and that's probably game over.
yeah,
So that's my automatic assumption, I guess. And
yeah,
you add Duchesne to it, yeah.
yeah. And I think they said he was uh 4 for 8 last year, I think is what they said. That's what I caught on. I almost positive that's what they said on the post game show.
So he's about 50-ish%.
Yeah. And then Robo was 5 for 7 last year. So, he's over 50%.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's almost UC Jokinen level. Holy
yeah.
cow.
So but other than that, the Harley looked good. He made a couple of bad passes, but that's that's to be expected in the the first real game. I mean, I know preseason are real games, but they're still only going probably 3/4 speed, and
Yeah.
so
You don't want to risk everything for a game that you're
yeah,
trying to regain your footing, I guess.
yeah.
So
But other
yeah.
than that, I mean, the team looked good. That Nils Nils has got a hell of a shot. I mean, that kid can rip it if he stays in the lineup. You know, he's got a chance to take a big step forward. So
I'm gonna test you right off the bat just because I want to see your reaction or hear your reaction. If you had a chance to get rid of Nils for Klingberg, would you do it?
probably not now, just
Oh,
because of the age factor.
okay, yeah.
Because you gotta figure, Klinger's pushing 30 now. If he's not already 30, I don't know.
I don't
So
know either. Wow, age 30 is old. Wow, God, I must be a dinosaur to him then.
well, he's 31.
Is that it?
31.
I thought he'd been around a hot minute. Wow.
Well, he's been in the league since 2014.
Okay, so it's about what 8 9 years ish.
Yeah. Well, he was 7 years with Dallas, so
Yeah, I still think it looks weird, seeing the stars without him.
yeah.
Like I don't do well when they let mainstays go. I really don't, and that's something I'm gonna have to get used to. Like when they traded away, let's go Devon Shore or something like that. It shocked me for about the next season and a half.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the overtime thing. How about that?
They actually looked good. They didn't, like they said in the post game show, they didn't rush it.
Is that
That
what it
that
was?
was the biggest thing that I saw that they didn't do from last year. Because last year they would get it, they would try to attack. This
Oh,
year they kind of set back, they kind of wore them down. Then they would get an attack in. If it didn't work out, they would bring it back out, switch up people, try it again. They were patient. So, you know,
What's that old saying? Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
Man,
So,
but
and he was throwing some, some different, you know, different line combinations in there. It wasn't just, Robo and Pavs and Miro,
yeah.
Jamie got some time out there. Sagan got some time out there, which I mean, those used to be our two deadly players, them and Klinger together,
Mm-hmm.
So, I think Miro, I think he played two shifts out there and never came off, So
Man, that dude had to be exhausted by the end of it. Holy cow.
yeah. I mean, he just skates and skates and skates. I mean, it's like he never gets tired.
This is
So,
crazy.
but but yeah, I mean, it's like somebody asked in the post game, it's like, oh, is it good that they got their monkey off their back, and like the commentator said, he's like, well, they didn't win in overtime, but they didn't lose.
Right.
So, it still went, it still went to a shootout. So,
Yeah, that's one thing I saw in a private conversation with my other co-host, K Fitz.
mhm.
He's like, "We got the monkey off our back," and I'm like, "Yeah, to an extent, we did." Because shootout win, they would. I never. Okay, let me backtrack for a second. I never really thought that the overtime issues could have been because they rushed. I just thought maybe it just wasn't working. And
I think a lot of it's because they did rush, you know,
it makes a lot
they
of
would,
sense now.
yeah,
I mean,
they kind of slowed it down a little bit and everything. So,
yeah. I mean, maybe that's what they should have done to begin with.
yeah,
I mean, I would be one of those guys if I hit the ice to where I would be just a little ball of excitement, and I'd probably hinder that. But they've got the talent that they can beat anybody.
yeah,
And lucky for me, I'm the guy in the podcast and talking about that and not out there doing that stuff
yeah,
because I couldn't do it. And here we are looking at a shootout win, but now we go to Vegas. Mark Stone,
well,
Jamie
we'll,
Benn.
we'll, we'll see if there's, we'll see if there's any repercussions from, you know, what was it, game three,
Mm,
four,
hmm
whatever game it was that Jamie laid the big hit. So,
Used Mark Stone as a landing point.
yeah,
That's still so weak. Like, come on. I love Jamie. Don't get me wrong. He's one of my favorite players, and yeah, I dog him a lot just because I'm passionate. I couldn't do what he does at all. Again, don't get me wrong, but man, like I'm expecting them to go after him. I really am.
yeah, it might be an interesting evening. So I'll record it tonight. So
I wish I could. ESPN Plus though, so that's a plus.
yeah,
Um, that is the storyline of the game to me. Not just the what they call it, the Western Conference rematch or whatever.
yeah, as the Western Conference Finals rematch.
That the storylines Jamie Benn and Mark Stone to me.
Yeah,
Like
or to see if anybody goes after Jamie for that hit because Mark Stone's not really a fighter. So you know,
it would be really cool if Jamie kind of turned the tables on him and brought the fight to him.
could be.
Like I would die laughing. I really would because that would I don't know. I guess it would make a rivalry out of it in a way, and it would show Jamie still had some fire, and all these people saying that he needs to be benched or traded. It's just I want to see the Renaissance continue. Like,
That's just stupid people.
yeah, you're right. And I've been one of them. I've been wondering if he's getting slow and too hurt and whatever. But I spend a lot of my time aching too. So
Well, the thing is, he's never been banged up all that much. Even when he had the hip surgery, he still came back on time.
yeah, true. So he's a
You know?
workhorse. I don't know, man. I'm nervous about this game. I'm excited. I'm trying to make myself stay awake, but I have this really crazy feeling about 5 minutes into the game that's going to be the end of me. Like,
No, I'll get through the first period and everything. So
well, how you feeling about it? You think we come out of this with a win? You think we win in overtime, regulation?
I think they'll come out with a regulation win on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope so. I worry about the whole Western Conference Finals thing, man. I still do, and I want to see them get turned upside down so bad. I really do. I just can't stand Vegas after all that.
Oh yeah.
Like they their center ice logo from what I've seen is the outline of the cup of the Stanley Cup.
I haven't seen that.
I saw it on social media preseason ish. It may have changed by now, but I looked at that and I was like, this sounds like the reputation that Tampa Bay fans have. Like they don't know how to win. Like they're bragging, I guess. And yeah, you
Well,
should,
yeah,
but
yeah, they're gonna brag. I mean, but I'm pretty sure that the NHL has probably got regulations at what you can have your center ice logo be.
yeah, I never even thought about that. I never did.
I don't I don't think that they would. I mean, even Tampa, still had their lightning bolt at center ice, and they almost won it 3 times in a row. So, you know, I don't.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they're saying I've seen Vegas thrown around in that salary cap talk as well. The only
Oh
reason
yeah.
they
Well,
won the
yeah,
cup,
they were severely over the salary cap.
so it was true.
Oh yeah. But when you
Oh,
but when you go into the playoffs, you can be over the salary cap. All the GMs have voted on that, and you know they voted that it's fine. You know,
well, then Vegas didn't break any rules, guys.
no, they did it the same way that um, Tampa did.
Let's be real. If Dallas was in the position, they probably would have to.
Oh yeah, if you can get a guy that's you know if you've got LTIR money and you end up spending it, and then oh my God, your star that you know, comes back for the first game of the playoffs, you know, that LTIR money doesn't matter,
Yeah, true.
you know, because with Stone coming back right there at the end, just like Kucherov did, and they come back in and oh my God, they're already in game shape, and they haven't played for 4.5 months due to back surgery or whatever surgery him and Kucherov had,
Yeah,
and they come back and they're in tip top game shape, ready to play. I call BS, you know,
yeah, exactly.
but until the GMs want to change that, doesn't matter what us fans say.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, that's true. I hope that dies down, honestly, because I can't remember what it was that I saw it on, but there's a back and forth about it. The salary cap issue alone. Like, oh, the only reason why Vegas won is because they were X amount over the cap. Well,
mhm,
I mean, they did what they had to do, really.
yeah. I mean, no one expected them to run 4 or 5 goalies throughout the playoffs and have the kind of luck that they did with their goalies. That they actually held up. That would be like if Jake got hurt in on the first game of the playoffs. Sheesh, I'd be scared to death at who we would bring up. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
But then then again, you've just got to hope whoever comes up gets hot, and plays like Matt Murray did when he took Andre Fleury's spot in Pittsburgh and ended up winning a cup.
Yeah.
Because it was that same exact scenario.
Yeah.
Fleury. I don't remember if Fleury got hurt or what, but Matt Murray, stepped up and ended up carrying Pittsburgh to their cup, and he's not worth a crap now. He can't keep a job, but you just got to hope that next guy that comes up from the minors or wherever, you know, gets hot and everything. I mean, Bennington did it for St. Louis.
Yeah.
Look at them. They were dead last on January 1st. And
Hmm.
within 3.5 months, 4 months later, they won the cup, you know. So,
They almost had the same luck here.
yeah,
Dobie.
yeah,
Almost. I know horseshoes and hand grenades, as the
yeah,
saying goes. But still, Dobie was getting hot. And then they just ran out of steam and petered out.
yeah,
I don't know, man. I mean, in that respect, Vegas did nothing wrong, especially if the GMs are cool with all that.
yeah. And that's the thing. The GMs, they don't care. So,
I mean, I bet they'd care if somebody started getting slighted time after time after time. It'd be kind of coincidental, you know? Even I'd be leery about that. I don't know. But yeah, big game. Oh my gosh. Are you in how many Dallas Stars groups are you in? Are you just in diehards?
uh, I'm in a couple of them. I'm not in, a ton.
Are
So,
are you in the uncensored one?
no.
No. Okay. Well, there was a guy that strangely resides in St. Louis, and if you look at his profile, there might be a picture or two of him with the Blues and the cup and all that. And he starts himself off in this group saying that game one against you know just a couple of days ago, game one was a must win, and he goes off and says that everybody on the team sucks.
For,
And
for St. Louis?
no, for us,
Oh,
for Dallas, he's in the Dallas Stars group, and you could tell if you really snooped that he's a Blues fan. And like he had everybody going. This game was a must win, and they couldn't beat. Who was it? I've already forgotten. Who did we beat the first game?
St. Louis?
St. Louis. Yeah, they couldn't beat St. Louis in regulation. I mean, you could tell he was a Blues fan, and the whole group just jumped on him. Like I need to see if I can get you in that group because in a lot of ways he sounded like a, oh, do I say it? Yeah, he sounds like a Cowboys fan.
Oh,
And I take a lot of crap for it, and I give it back too. But and in the grand scheme of things, I get it. I take it. It's fine. Whatever. But this guy just absolutely starts the crap. Game one's a make or break. I can't remember his exact quote. Make or break for the season. You got to go 1-0. You got to start off right. You got to start off Jake Ottinger with a shutout, or you got to start tanking for whoever the new hot guy is at the end of the season. I can't remember his name either. And I was just like, what
His
in the world? Huh?
his, his initials aren't JL, are they?
No,
Okay.
I know who you're talking about right off the bat. No, that's not him.
So, just looking at something somebody put up on Dallas Stars Hockey Talk from Mike Heika,
Hmm.
Hintz is supposed to be in tonight.
Ooh, I didn't get that notification.
It says from morning skate lineys, Steele out, Hintz in. So the Avengers line, of course, is the top line. Line 2, Ben, Johnston, Tadanoff. Line
Ooh,
3, Marchment, Duchesne, Sagan.
ooh.
Fourth line, Foxa, Smith, Delandria.
Okay, cool.
And then, of course, Suter and Miro, Lindell and Lundqvist and Harley and Hockenpah. So we need to find an H to go along with Miro so we can have, HH line, LL line, and, the other HH line. Because you got Hanley and Harley going with Hockenpah.
Just call us the alphabet soup team. Why not?
Yeah.
Who would we put on that?
Oh, I don't know.
You got me thinking. I wonder. How about Kelton Hatcher? Let's put him in there.
Oh, Darian's son.
Yeah,
I
why
don't even
not?
know where he's playing now
I don't either. I've looked. We were
because
talking about.
I think he's out of the OHL.
Uh huh.
He's not playing for his daddy anymore. I think he finally aged out. What
He's
was his name? Colton?
Kelton, Kel.
Kilton.
Yeah.
Is it with these people naming their kids weird names?
Yeah, Hatcher. If you're listening to this, which I doubt it, what the heck, man? I'm just kidding, Darian. I love you, man. Don't hurt me.
Yeah.
Don't break my jaw. I'm not Jeremy Roenick.
Let's see where it says he's playing.
I would love a Langenbrunner, a Hatcher, or a Newendike back on this team. I really would. There's no guarantee that they would work out like their dads did, but there's something nostalgic about it.
Yeah.
Heck, I was excited about seeing, who was it? Kiefer Bellows on waivers last year.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, why don't we get him? What value is he going to add to the team? Well, I don't freaking know, but he's a Bellows.
Oh, he's only 24, so.
Who's that? Kelton? Hatcher?
Yeah. My God, he was born in 99.
Oh, he's my oldest nephew's age.
6'3", 190. Shoots left.
Let's stir the pot a little bit. I would take him over Ryan Suter.
There'd be a lot of guys that take over Suter. As of 21-22, he was at Ontario Tech University. That was a few years ago. Nothing doesn't say a whole lot since then.
Okay, so he
I
might
guess
still be.
Yeah, I guess he could still be there.
Could be going for a graduate studies thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really say much, about this. These are just his elite pro, eliteprospects.com. So,
Well, let me put this bug in your ear. If he's a Hatcher, he can't be that bad, can he?
I watched him play a few times, and he's got some tendencies of his old man. So
I had a hunch.
he plays defense, so who better to learn from than your dad. So,
for sure.
But
Newendike's kid's a center too, just like he was.
oh, really?
Yeah. I found a couple of highlights of him too, and I was just like, AHL system for us. Or Langenbrunner, Mason Langenbrunner.
Oh, okay.
He's playing for Harvard.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Does it say how old he is? Has he gone through the draft yet?
Which Langenbrunner?
Yeah.
He's, I believe, property of Boston,
Okay.
where his dad is. Go figure.
Okay.
Oh, where Harvard is too. Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't put two and two together at all. I'll admit that. In my defense, I did almost fail geography in high school. That doesn't help my defense at all.
So
I don't know, man. I'm just excited, and I'm babbling.
yeah, it should be. I think it'll be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything like that. I think it's going to be of whoever makes a mistake. You know.
God,
So
I hope so. I hope it turns out to be a hard fought, you make a mistake and I'll kill you for it sort of thing, you know?
yeah,
Because that one game, what was it, game 6? Game 5? When did they blow us out?
6.
6? That hurt. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to see revenge ever since. I will admit that. And that's why I keep thinking of Mark Stone. I want to see Jamie just run somebody down, set the tone. Like, that's going to be so cool.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be a good judge, you know, to see how the guys are and everything. So
To me, it says a lot about the strength of your team, too. If you're right off the bat playing the Stanley Cup champions.
yeah. Well, I mean, we've all got to play them eventually. So
Yeah. But, I mean, there's only, what, 2 teams, 3 teams that they played already?
yeah, they've played 3 games so far.
What are they? What are
Where
they
we
standing?
we're the only ones that have, for some reason, have only played 1 game.
Are
Other
you
than
serious?
other than the New York Islanders,
The Islander. Wow.
everybody else has played 2 to 3 games.
Huh.
See, like Colorado's already played 2. Chicago's Chicago has played 4.
That's weird.
You know, and then everybody else is 1, 2. Nashville's played 3. Vegas has played 3. Calgary's played 3. And pretty much everybody else is 2. Seattle's played 3. They haven't won a game yet.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at him.
Edmonton's played 2. Haven't won a game yet.
Oh, something about that is just sweet.
Their goalies are freaking horrible. When you get beat by Vancouver 8-1, that's bad.
Oh, somebody got bare butt spanked.
Oh yeah.
Ouch.
I mean, Chicago could actually be in the lead uh, of the Central right now, but they're tied with Colorado with 4 points. They've gone 2-2 so far. So,
Good grief.
but everybody else is, Colorado and Chicago are the only ones that's won 2 games. Vegas has won 2. Vancouver's won 2.
Wow.
Vegas has won 3. I'm sorry. They're so
Yeah.
far still undefeated. So
They're sitting right now 3-0, 6 points.
Yep.
18.2 on the power play, which is 2 for 11. Penalty kills 100%, 9 for 9. I am looking at this email.
Okay.
And here's something funny. Power play for the Stars, 0. Penalty kill, 100%.
Yep.
That that concerns me.
That penalty kill is 100%.
Well, I mean, both of their penalty kills are 100%. But our power play is absolutely nothing.
because we only got one power play the other night.
Oh, is it?
We didn't get a boatload of power play. We either got one or two.
Oh, that's right. I
We
was all
didn't we
hyped
didn't
up
get that
about it.
many.
We need more.
Yeah.
I don't know. The now that you mention it, I did forget about that, but I was looking at the power play and penalty kill percentages, and I was like, oh boy. Uh-oh. I don't know. Let's see. Somebody to look out for, according to this, would be Robertson, who led all skaters with 5 goals in the series against them. The Stars swept the regular season series against the Golden Knights 3-0 and 22-23, with 2 of their 3 wins coming in the shootout. Dallas has won its last 4 contests against Vegas 4-0 and has
Hmm.
earned at least a point in the standings in 7 of the last 8. They are 5-1-2. Ottinger has a 4-0 record against them in the regular season with a 1.18 goals against and a 960 save percentage. Interesting.
So I'd say he's doing pretty good.
He's doing a lot better than what I might have given him credit for. Maybe. Nah, I'm not. No, no, no. I know he's a good goalie. What worries me is people freaking going in on him like they want to kill him. You know,
Yeah.
like I think of Ben Bishop or like we were talking about the other day, Vasilevsky.
Yeah.
You know, eventually he's going to be so well known as a decent goalie that they might start coming for his head.
Oh, I mean, he's already known as a good goalie. So, but
But is he household name type known?
I think through players and teams, yes.
Okay,
But
fair.
they also know you take a run at him, there's several guys that will come and try to take your head off, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jamie would probably go completely ballistic if somebody ran Jake.
I would want a front row seat for that. I want to see Jamie throw hands so bad. Let's go. Especially for running Jake over. Let's go. Oh man. All right. Let's see what else this says. Um your leading scorers. Joe Pavelski 5-4. Hold up. That was last year. Okay. 14 games played. Matt Duchene has 12 games played against him. He has 8 points. Is this right?
Again,
Holy cow.
well, you got to figure he played with Nashville, so he played a lot against them. So
Yeah. Jamie Ben's got 7 points in 13 games against him. Sagan's got 7 in 14 games against him. Suter has 7 in 22 games.
hmm,
Wow. Ryan Suter, the one that everybody likes to dog a lot. Ben tallied 33 goals and 78 points last year, making his highest total since 2018-19. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I want to see more of the Benaissance.
yeah,
I really do. What's it saying about Vegas here? Nothing other than the stats. All right. This email was very helpful, actually. Western Conference Final. Oof. Um, who is this? Uh, who is it? I'm Jamie Ben. Oh, okay. Ben posted the Stars' first goal of the 23-24 season in their opening game on
yep,
Thursday against St. Louis. Duh, right? Last season, Ben tallied 33 goals and 78 points total. So 33 and 45 in 82 games, marking his highest totals. I said that already. He finished the season ranked second on the club in points, third in goals, and fourth in assists. I bet you Matt Duchene challenges him this year.
Probably.
I don't know why I feel that way, but I think he's gonna be one of the top scorers. Um, Fourth among NHL faceoff leaders, 60.1. Was he really?
Yeah, he was very good on the. He's always been really good on the faceoff dot. So
Dang, I'd never paid attention that close. Jamie has won 60.1% of the faceoffs last year.
yeah, Jamie was freaking awesome. Him and Glenn Denning and Fatsa, those guys were lights out. I mean, Jamie was top 5, I think, in the league. So
Well, we're gonna need that again tonight. I
so
mean, jeez. I had no idea he was winning 60% of his draws. Had no idea. Wonder what he's at right now. Holy cow. It's only been one game though.
yeah,
I guess that's a thing to keep track of for another day. That's crazy, man. Um, so it sounds like the Stars have a little bit of stuff going for them.
yeah. I think they've got a lot going for them. I think they're going to have a better team than what they did last year. You know, they've got a couple extra pieces in there. Granted, we lost some. Some key guys that we've had here for a few years, like Glenn Denning. Domi was a fan favorite. He was a good player. So
We talked about him at links on this show already.
yeah, I mean he was good. So
Yeah, but I mean, you got to give Matt Duchene a chance for the people that
oh yeah,
you know, don't really know him. He could be. I think he's my dark horse, honestly.
I think he's gonna be far better than um, Domi ever could be.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I
I mean,
mean,
Domi's not bad. I mean, he's. But if he was really, really that good, why would he be on his fifth team in however many years? You know,
well, yeah, Domi's a Domi. What can you say?
I mean, so far, they've played what 3 games and he's got an assist. That's it.
Wow.
He came into the league in 15. He started with Arizona, went 1, 2, 3 years with Arizona, a couple of years with Montreal. Then he went to Columbus. Then he went to Carolina, back to Columbus, and with Dallas. And now he's on to Toronto. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams since 2015. So 7 years.
5 teams in 7 years?
Yep.
And what is Duchesne? He's only Ottawa, Nashville. Is that right?
Colorado.
Colorado. That's right. Colorado, Ottawa, Nashville. Almost in that exact order, I believe.
Yep.
I mean, 3 teams since he started. That's it.
Yeah, because Duchesne was drafted in 14. So he did 14, 15, 16. So he did 3 years with Colorado. Then he went to Ottawa for a year, went back to Colorado, then went to Columbus, and then back to Ottawa, and then Nashville for 4 years.
Man's bouncing around like a ping pong ball. Holy cow. All right. Well, I mean, I hope he finds a home here. I mean, I like him already. Uh, like I said, I think he might be a dark horse.
Yeah.
If you have I've been kind of pondering this with the video game world. Mind you, it's not real, but if you have
What? It's not
Duchesne,
real.
I mean, no, it's not. But if you have Duchesne there and you can push Tyler Sagan to a second or third line center just because of one player, uh, speaking as a what if, wow.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. It's just wild to me. You can move anybody around in that lineup and you can still make some pretty good ground on somebody. I don't think we had that last year.
Well, get get this, and you probably didn't realize this.
Uh oh.
So, 2014,
Mm-hmm.
the Tyler first round draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
We all know Tyler went second.
Yep.
Who was picked number 3?
Was it Duchesne?
It was Duchesne.
Wow. Okay. So you
So
got the
so you've now got two guys that were taken in the top 3, that are still kicking it together now, you know, and they've both put up some big points.
yeah. Uh, you you say that, and I'm like, tell me who? That's wild. Oh my gosh. We've got 2 of the top 3
Yeah.
from that year. Oof. This season's gonna be fun. And we're in a stretch now where we've got a game. What is it? Almost every other day now for
Yeah.
the next few days. Is that accurate?
Yes. Hold on. Let me look at something here. Drafted. Okay. This is Matt. 2009 first round pick, third overall. Let me look at. I may have misquoted that.
Holy cow! You got Vegas day off, Anaheim day off, Philly.
Oh, okay. Tyler and Duchesne were a year apart. Sorry, misquote on me. Duchesne
Well, still,
Duchesne came in the year before. He came in 2009. Tyler came in 2010. But you've still got 2 guys that were taken in the top 3, within 1 year of each other.
yeah,
So,
you could say back to back top picks
yeah.
right now on your team.
And then you've got Nils and Harley, Nils and Harley that were both taken in the top 20, you know. So this team is loaded with good talent. Now it's if these couple of extra pieces can put it all together, you know, and, you know, fill in where, a couple of guys that didn't score a whole lot last year, Glendenning, so, if Sam Steele or Greg Smith can take up those spots.
I'm really hoping for Steele. Even the conversations you and I have had off the microphone or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, like I'm hyped up about him because I feel like he's a guy that is deserving of redemption,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, I mean,
So
and he's another guy that was taken in the first round. He was taken 30th. So
somebody said he was a bust. Like what exactly makes him a bust? I don't think it was you. If it was, I
well, he
apologize.
played for Anaheim, so
Yeah, so does Trevor Zegras.
yeah,
So I mean,
because he played. Anaheim drafted him,
hmm,
and then he played for Anaheim for like 3 years, and then he got traded off to Minnesota.
can
So
you can you imagine how that dude must have felt?
well, he didn't. he didn't seem like he fit in with, you know, with what they were trying to do with Zuccarella and um, oh Kirill.
Yeah, Kaprizov.
Yeah.
I mean, oof, to go from Anaheim to Minnesota, no disrespect to either team, but wow. We're not in the game here to disrespect and be crappy to somebody. I'm
But no, I mean it's sometimes guys just don't fit in at where they're traded to.
right. And that's kind of what I've been looking at and what I've been curious about. Like, what about Matt Duchene made him get cut? What about Sam Stills and Craig Smith? What about them? Like, what am I missing, and why would they work here? Is the bigger question.
I think a lot of guys want to be here,
Sounds like it.
and that's something that's to Jim Nill.
Yeah, for sure. Best GM in the league, baby.
Yep.
How do we end up with that?
They didn't want to make him GM at the Red Wings.
Man, I bet they are kicking themselves. Not well, maybe not, but
Oh, they got
they
Steve
should be.
Eiserman up there, but still.
Yeah, here we go again with the former player being GM thing. I'll stick with Jim Nill, man. He never played for Dallas that I know of. Did he?
No, not that I know of.
So yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he fits here. It's crazy how well he fits here.
Oh yeah.
Like it almost feels like he should have been here all along, type fit. To see what they've done with this team, and they're even from what we've talked about on the show in the beginning of this podcast. From the very genesis of it, we've seen the community centers and things like that the Stars have done. This
Hmm.
team's growing about like what the Cowboys are doing,
Yeah.
almost not to that extreme, but they're reaching out a little bit more, and I love it. Like that's good stuff. It gives people around here more to watch.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, you've got to get more community involvement to bring extra people in, and that's what helps.
yeah, I mean, and to me, they're the nicest athletes you could talk to. I've said that before,
Oh yeah.
and, and you've agreed. I think like I had another podcast that I did for another guy. Brad Lukowich came on. He's like, "Yeah, I'll do it,"
Yeah.
and like I was terrified to ask him because I didn't believe in myself, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it. Let's go."
Yeah.
A day later, boom, we were doing it, and I'll be honest, man, as a lifelong hockey fan that's really passionate about it, like I started crying after it was over. Really? You gonna take a chance on a nobody like me?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, that's cool. But
well, I mean,
yeah,
sometimes it's just, all you got to do is ask, and all they can do is say no.
that's the thing. I've heard a lot more no's than yes.
Yeah.
And when the yes hits me, it's just like, huh? So, but yeah, I love it. I'm excited. I want to see out of the next stretch. I worry about Vegas, which is obviously tonight. We've beat that like a drum, and then I'm worried about Pittsburgh
Yeah.
the next couple of days. Those are the only two. Well, Philadelphia. Are we worried about Philadelphia?
I mean, any team can be beaten on any night,
Yeah,
if the guys play to the level that they know they can play to, I'm not worried about any team. But, you know, anybody
that's the
can be
problem.
beaten. Anybody can be beaten on any given night.
Yeah, that's the problem, though. Are they willing to play like we know they can? And that's a pet peeve of mine for all the Dallas teams. Like they seem like they just go Dallas. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not gonna play today.
Yeah.
And then this player's the reason, that player's the reason, that coach is the reason. Nah, man, somebody messed up. And they all messed up because they couldn't make up for the mistakes that were made. That's just what happens. And oof. What are the standings looking like right now?
The standings?
Yeah, I'm curious where
Well,
we're
I
at
mean, I mean,
1-0. Are we at the very bottom of the division?
no, we're mid pack. I mean, the highest team has got 4 points. We've got two. You know, St. Louis has got 3 points. So
Wow.
they've won a game and they've lost a game in overtime. So, or in the shootout. So,
Gee, I wonder who that was to.
yep.
I had a complete blank when I first talked about it too. I'm dumb.
Vegas has got 6 points. Vancouver's got four. Calgary's got three. Anaheim's got two, and everybody else in the Pacific has one.
That's wild.
So,
Okay, so we're mid pack right now,
yeah, I mean,
going up against the biggest team in the
it's
league.
not going to really matter until we're about 15 to 20 games in. You know, then you know, then the teams start spreading out, and I
Yeah.
mean, like the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic Division, Boston, Detroit, Ottawa, Toronto, they've all got 4 points. Um,
Wow.
Pittsburgh has four. Rangers have four. Carolina's got four. Then it goes down to 3 to, Philly's actually got 4 points. Wow. It's kind of weird how they have that laid out. Um, and then Washington and Columbus. Buffalo has no points.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I figured Buffalo was going to be a little better this year. You know,
You're still young yet.
yeah.
Still young. I hope they stay right where they're at though. That doesn't
Oh
bother me
yeah.
at all. I would be happy with another rehash of 1999 to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
For all I know, though, this team could be a team that surpasses 1999. I don't know. The anticipation's killing me, and we're looking down the barrel of the Stanley Cup champions. That's all I know.
Yep.
I just hope they don't do my approach and be like, yeah, hey, we got Pittsburgh in 2 weeks or whatever it is. Play one game at a time, please.
Oh yeah. That's all they're going to do. I think DeBoer's got them ready for not looking ahead of teams and stuff. So
Do you think with the shootout win the other night, that's a good sign of what we can expect from their overtime situation at all?
well, hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't rush it. They wait for opportunities and not try to create too much.
Yeah. Shoot yourself in the foot that way, right?
Yeah.
Oof. I mean, yeah. Hopefully that's a good sign of things to come. That's about all I can say. Yeah. I don't even know who's in net for Vegas. Who's in net for
Oh, it's probably going to be Dell.
Aaron Dell plays for them?
That's who won them the cup last year. I don't know if it's Aaron Dell, but
Oh, you're talking about what's his name? What's his name? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna look it up. He's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of him at all. What's his name?
Aiden Dell.
Oh, you mean Hill?
Oh, Hill. Sorry.
Aiden Hill. Oh, there's a lot of people saying he was a fluke, about like
Well,
Dobie was.
let's see what he can do with going full games now. not just, running the playoffs.
Oh man, I think about that and I get even more hyped up. Maybe he is just a fluke. Huh.
Because you go back and you look at his record, up until he went into Vegas, he played he played 4 years for Arizona. The most games he ever won in a season was 9. That was
Huh.
that was starting 17 games. San Jose, he started 22, he won 10. When he went to Vegas, he started 25 and he won 16.
That
So
might have a lot of the talent around him might have a lot to do with that. Is what I
talent
was trying to
around him
think.
has a lot to do with it.
So, like, if you have talent like Vegas does, you don't have to worry.
Yeah. Well, and Bruce Cassidy's system is a system that protects the goalie.
Probably good.
His numbers right now are 2 wins, 0 losses. Goals against is 1.01. Save percentage is 0.964.
So he saves 96% of what's shot at him.
Yep. 56 saves, 2 goals against, and 54 saves.
How do you get around that? Do you screen him?
Oh yeah, you got a screen, you got a tip, you know.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
and he's a big boy too. He's 6'6", 215. So, he's another Jake, you know.
yeah, he is. Wow. I guess.
Jake is just a lot younger. This guy's 27, Jake's what, 22, 23.
Yeah,
So,
I wouldn't think that 2, 3, 4 years difference would matter that much. Dang. I guess it does.
let's see how old Jake is. Jake is 24.
You weren't far off.
Yeah. Jake is 6'5", 220. So,
That's a
so they
big
they
boy.
were taken a few years apart. Um, so the other guy was taken in 14. Jake was taken in 17. So
Wow, that's a slap in the face.
and Jake is only on his first team. So
Oof. Yeah, that's true.
Hill is on his fourth, but he's got a Stanley Cup. So you know,
I mean, come on. He had some to do with that, but the team around him, come on now.
yeah. Well, no, he played good. I would not take that away from him. He played really, really good. So
Right. But I mean, if the guys grew a pair and played like that around Jake,
mhm.
hey,
So
yikes. Well, okay. I guess we'll find out. I mean, we have no choice but to wait for it. We don't have a crystal ball.
yeah.
Wish we did,
Nah, I
but
still want to. I still want to watch it. So
yeah, me too. And I'm trying really hard. I'm biting my thumb. I'm doing everything I can. Biting my bottom lip, biting my hand. Got to stay awake. At least a
yeah,
period. Ooh, Stanley Cup champs. Imagine what about momentum? We're only a game into this season. If you take down the Stanley Cup champs on your second game, how are you feeling after that?
it's happened before with us.
Oh boy,
I mean,
that
if
that
you go in there and and you play lights out against them. Now, if you go in there and run up 8-1 on them, then they're going to look back and go, okay, what the hell went wrong? You know,
yep.
but I think this is going to. I think this is going to be a very defense game. So
Oh yeah, they've got they've got like wall to wall defense over there.
yeah, their decor has got to be one of the best in the league. I will give them that. So
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, we'll find out. We're what 30 minutes away ish.
it's 8:20. So
Oh, it's 8:20. I
pregame
thought that
should
said
pregame should be coming on pretty soon. So
sweet. Man, what a feather in our cap that would be to have one of them on this show.
oh yeah, that would be fun.
I'm gonna have to start shooting for that. You think?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Well, big game already though. I mean, they threw the Stars into the fire. Got the Blues and Vegas. Bang bang.
Well, and then you've got Toronto next week.
Domi. Uh-oh.
I wonder if they'll make a video for him
Oh, dude. Yeah, what was your thought about that? The whole video thing the other night. Um,
for
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 Zeke.
us.
No, Zeke. Like, do you think the Stars would do that for somebody like Domi?
Oh, they might do a short one. They seem to do it for almost everybody. If they were a former star. So
Oh, well, then it's not that meaningful.
because they've done it. I think they did it for Dickinson. They did it for uh, Alexiak. They did it for Devon Shore. You know,
All 5 goals of each of them.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I did like all those guys. I really did.
Oh yeah, they were
But
all super nice guys.
I'll never forget being told, yeah, you don't know hockey. You like Devon Shore. Okay. Ouch.
It's not always about the superstars.
Right. It was somebody I thought Devon Shore back then could have changed the landscape of your bottom six,
Yeah,
honestly. I mean, yeah, I was wrong. You can't always get it right, but back then we had a crap ton of people.
yep,
Ben Sagan, who was it, Radulov back then as well?
yeah. I'd Radulov back then.
That's all I can remember for that team. And I was just like, okay, Devon Shore can sneak up on there somewhere. He really could. Nope. Okay.
Trying to remember who he's playing for this year.
I saw him and his brother in Edmonton for a minute.
Yeah, he was with Edmonton. Yeah, it was. Let's see. He may still be with Edmonton. 22. So
Is he playing at all?
it shows here his last full season was 22 with Edmonton with 47 games.
Wow. Okay, so
So
he's
he could be down in the minors or something right now.
oh, okay. That sucks. I didn't think that would be his fate at all.
Just says number 19 center not available. So
Well, there you go. Well,
I know who was it? Yanmark. I think he re-signed with um, the Oilers.
that's good. I
Yeah,
liked him. I liked him a
Yanmark's
lot.
back with them. Yeah, no Devon Shore.
Poor guy.
I could have swore I heard he got picked up somewhere.
I thought he and Nick Short.
Yeah,
Is that who it is?
yeah.
I
Nick is
thought they
his
were.
brother.
I thought they were playing for Edmonton or Toronto over the preseason. I don't know why. I think it was Edmonton. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think they were. I think that they were there during preseason. I was just looking at Seattle because I thought I'd heard that he had maybe gone to Seattle, but
That would be wild. He could light that place
maybe
on
he
fire.
may have gotten cut from Seattle.
I mean, well, oh well, c'est la vie, right?
Yeah.
If okay, out of all the guys that we've cut or let go or let walk or whatever, let's say out of the last 3 years, who do you wish they'd kept? Or do you think anybody is a loss?
Um, I still, out of even last year, I still liked Kiviranta, and I'm
He's playing for
looking.
the Eagles.
Well, I'm looking at Colorado's list right now, and Kiviranta is not on there.
Yeah, he's playing for the Colorado Eagles, the
Yeah.
AHL.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Frederick Olson is still there.
Is he?
Yep.
Wow. All right.
Which I thought he had a lot of potential also, but for some reason Swedes do not do well in Dallas.
Which is weird because Jim Nill knows about Swedes.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Who did he have? Was it Cronwall? Was he Swedish?
Yeah, but we never had. Oh yeah, for when he was in Detroit.
Yeah. He's had. My whole point was he's had good luck with Swedes. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you had Raffle a couple of years ago that was Swede, and he didn't stay around very long, and so
That man ran out of here like his butt was on fire.
he got in and he wanted more money than they were wanting to give him. So,
See you.
yep.
Hopefully nobody does that this time around.
So,
Well, I mean, we've had our chance here to talk hockey. What else you got for me, man? Anything?
uh, not a lot. So it'll just be an early night. I'll wake up in the morning to see if we're 2-0 or if we're 1-1.
Or 1-0-1.
So either way, I'll come home tomorrow and watch the game and kind of look and see what we did wrong or what we did right.
I have a feeling you and I are going to be yapping at each other about it too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We usually do, don't we?
Yeah.
I've got you and my other buddy, Dwayne K-Fitz, that does the show with me. You guys always message me during games, and I've pondered starting a group chat with you, but then I remember the Jamie Benn thing. Like, nah, I don't know if I want to do that.
Well, as long as he doesn't do it again, we're all good.
He's a childhood friend, man. He was dating my sisters, one after the other when we were growing up. Yeah, so he's a good guy. He means well. I was the one that got him back into hockey. He was a fan of the team that was down there in the early '90s, so he means well. But he'll tell you he doesn't know everything. It'd be fun to have you guys on the show both at the same time. I almost made that happen tonight.
Could do it anytime.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna message him and see what he can get done, and then I'll get back to you, and then maybe we can work something out.
Yeah.
He's usually free on Mondays, though, Monday mornings or Tuesday mornings. I don't know if you can do that or not, but
it all depends on my schedule, and I usually know my schedule by Friday or Saturday. So
right on. All right. Well, I'll get with him and then I'll get back with you and then we'll see. Sweet. You guys make this stuff so fun. You really do. Like sometimes I get off on a tangent. Sometimes I just start laughing by the end of it. I love it.
It's all about having fun with it. So
Yeah.
not not like we're going to change anything. Jim Neal's not going to hear this and go, oh, maybe I should try that. So
No, you're right. But I plan on taking this as a demo reel next time I go see them.
yeah.
Like, look what I can do. I just need some of them players to come on it. And yeah. And, sorry, just dreaming.
So
Oh, yeah. Well, all right, man. Almost game time.
yep, almost. Should be getting the pregame show coming on here pretty quick. Should Hopefully it should come on at 9 o'clock. I think it's what time it comes on, but
Which will end up being like 9:15. Let's be real.
yep. So
I watch with my family, right? And they're like, "What time's the game start?" And I'll say, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock." And they're like, "Okay, so that means what? 7:30?" And then
yeah,
we don't even watch the pregame. Sucks. Sucks, man. It sucks. I don't know. All right. Well, I've rambled on enough. Thank you for your time.
not a problem. We'll do it
Thanks.
again sometime soon.
Hoping so. A lot of fun.
We'll see what the schedule has to play, and
Yeah.
um, maybe after I'll see what the wife's schedule is, and then maybe after Saturday, and then they go back to Pittsburgh. Maybe talk then, and before we come back home to Toronto. So,
Oh, Pittsburgh and Toronto. Oh.
see what Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner are doing.
Oh, let's end this with a bang. Austin Matthews, great player, overrated. What do you think?
Well, considering that he's scored 2 hat tricks in 2 games right now, I'd say he's pretty damn good.
Wait, this season?
Yes.
2 hat tricks? Holy moly.
He's
Okay.
the only. I think they said he was the only player to do it, except for Ovi. I don't know when Ovi did it, but um, so
No kidding.
that's pretty consistent. They're all all these beat writers and stuff are, oh, he's going to score 200 points this year and blah blah. It's like, settle down, guys. Yeah,
It's only the second game.
yeah,
That stuff drives me crazy too when Razor and Brian or whoever that dude's name is
yeah. Brian
do
Ray.
that. Yeah, when they go, "Oh, he's on pace for blankety blank points." Is he though? Like he could break his leg tomorrow and be done for the year.
Yep.
Don't say that.
So it's, let's see. So he has 6 goals, 6 points, but he's only +1. So
That's not confusing at all. That tells me the plus minus isn't very valuable.
okay, now wait a minute, because they said he did it in the first 2 games. Okay, so yeah, so he went 3 goals against Montreal, 3 goals against Minnesota. He
Oof.
went 0 goals against Chicago and got beat. I think it was 4-1. When you're supposed to be the powerhouse of that conference, and you get beat by Chicago. So, you tell me who can win on any given night.
That just goes to show anybody can.
Because Chicago beat them 4-1.
See, that's why I know that you keep track of my writing pretty well. And I used to do pregame stuff on my own little blog. And it's like, I can't do that for that very reason right there. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Why am I gonna put that out there?
Yeah. Oh my
Like,
God, Connor Bedard's got 3 points.
wow, put his
He's
name.
going to catch Ovi very soon.
I saw that. I saw the tracker or whatever it
Oh yeah,
was. The little meme. What is it? Meme? I think it was.
Yeah, it's a meme. The 894 goals or points or whatever it is, and he's got one. You know,
Yeah. I was like, somebody really wasted like 5 minutes on this
yeah.
to
the
throw that on.
the kid is very talented. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing him play. Um, but give the kid 4 or 5 years. Let him grow into his body, and then we'll see what he can really do. I mean, I know it didn't take McDavid that long. It didn't take Crosby that long. You know, and again, he's another generational talent. You know that
I felt the air quotes on that. Wow.
there. I hate that term. Because Austin Matthews is a generational talent. So is Connor McDavid. They're only a couple of years apart. So, just because you're a great player doesn't necessarily mean you're a generational talent. I mean, I don't think Bobby Orr was a generational talent. He just played so damn long and he played so good, you know.
Oh man.
You know. The kids today will be better than the kids of the 70s, the 80s, even the early 90s because they train better. They have, better equipment, they have better trainers and, they study the game now, you know.
Wait a minute. Are you going to tell me somebody's eventually going to forget about the Mike Modanos of the world? Oh
Oh yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Oh no. That's terrible.
because it's going to be the while we remember Mike Modano and Joe Newendike and, Brett Hull and guys like that, they're going to be replaced with Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews. 10 years from now, Connor Bedard, maybe, you know, whoever else comes in,
Mm-hmm.
because you figure that most of the guys that we idolize, they weren't playing super competitive hockey when they were 12 and 13 years old like these kids are now. You know,
True.
I mean, the US national program has put so many kids on the map. The Kachucks, Johnny Goudreau, you know, just Jake Ottinger. So, you know, and those guys are playing against the best in the world at their age group. And then they come into the NHL, and just tear it up.
Yeah.
So,
That's because they had the right path and trajectory
yeah,
to it.
you know, I mean, you look at all three of the Hughes brothers, you know, all of those three brothers are superstars, every single one of them, you
Mm-hmm.
know, as much as I don't like the Kachucks, both those guys are super, super talented guys. I wouldn't say they're generational talents. They're just awesome players, you know,
Yep.
and, that just has to go with, our development camps and, Team Canada, with their development camps and everything. And, it's a whole different world of what the, you know, Sergei Zubovs and, and Mike Modano and Yuri Letnin and, those guys played in, you know. So,
Shoot. Night and day difference.
yeah, I think it is very much night and day, you know. So, So it's these next few years is going to be really interesting to see who comes up through the systems and who breaks out at the under 18 and the you know 18 tournaments for the US and Canada and everything. So
Yeah, it really will.
because I mean like, that's the first place I saw Otter play, you know and
Wow.
playing the under 18 tournament, and even college hockey now. I mean, some of these kids that you know you look at Owen Powers, and oh, who was the other big kid? Dylan Levi that just came into the league this year for Buffalo. He's kind of having a rocky start. Um, Spencer Knight, another goaltender that drafted very high. So
Heard his name a lot in the last few, was it months maybe?
he's been getting back into it in Florida. So I don't know if he was hurt last year or what his deal was that he took some time off and but I hear he's back into the fix of things with Florida.
Well,
So
that's good. Never want to see anybody hurt.
now I think his was more personal reasons uh, at why he
Ah,
at why
okay.
he left for a little while.
Yeah,
So,
fair enough. I
but
do want to see a Kachuk cry again, though. That'd be great.
oh, I just like to see him turtle like he did in when he played for Calgary.
Was that him that was crying in the press box? That
Yes,
I
I
laughed.
I have screenshots of that of when Dallas beat him.
I think I shared it every time I saw it too. Like that, really? You gonna?
Yeah, he's kind of that Corey Perry. You love to hate him. You love him if he's on your team, but man, you hate to play against him. You know, 'Cause it-
People
'cause-
still hate Perry though.
oh yeah, people still hate Perry. There were people here that hated him when he came, and then they loved him when he was here, and then and then crapped on him again when he left, and so
He had me intrigued. Like, okay, he's here now. What? You know. And then I didn't want to see him go. I will admit that. But I never said one bad thing about him that I can remember.
he was always kind of I wouldn't say a douchey player, but I mean his stuff was very right on the line to just to piss you off. So
But he wasn't Brad Marchand.
no, so
I would say Corey Perry all day, every day. I'm sorry. That's just because I like the mix of talent that they have in Dallas already.
sending you something.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it is.
That was the year that we went to play the Lightning in the bubble.
Yes. Yes, that right there. Vegas. Ooh.
Yes.
See, they already have a history of Vegas too.
Yeah. Vegas paid us back, so
Boy, did they ever.
but so that's Kachuk up on the top. That's hands in his head in his hands and pulling his hair out.
If you look close enough, you might see a little bit of a whimper.
Yeah. And then the tear, then the look in McKinnon's eyes when they scored the game winning goal and he was
Oh
sitting on
man.
the bench.
They got to get back to that soon. Dallas. They got to. Man, that this group here is too talented to be beaten in 6 games. I'm sorry.
I think they. I think that last game they just lost focus, and once they got ahead a couple of goals, they just not saying they gave up, but the wind was out of the sails, and wasn't a whole lot they could do. Because
Yeah.
I watched that game from when we were up in Canada, and I was just like, oh crap. I was just like, well, once they got to 4-0, I was like, there's no coming back from this one. So
Yeah. They got to do it this year, though. They got to do something. They got to take a big name of Vegas or a Colorado or somebody and just absolutely rock their world this year. It's got to be in the cards.
yeah,
If it feels like they're going, I'm not going to say they're going to win the big game. I don't know if they're going to win the Stanley Cup, but it feels like they're building towards something big.
well, I mean, Neil's building the team to win. The talent is there. So
Mm,
they've
maybe it is this season.
they've just they've got to put it together, and so
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, we are going to find out at the end of the season. Tonight's just another step closer, and now it is what 20 no 15 minutes away from game time. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, I think on that note, I'm gonna quit rambling, quit bothering you.
all right, man. Yeah, we're at an hour and a half. So
Yeah, it's been fun. Once again, thank you. I always get a kick out of you being on here.
not a problem.
Hope you enjoyed your time on here.
Oh
And
yeah, I always have fun. So
yeah, hey, I gotta say this before we go. Whenever you message me and go, "Hey, you want to do a show?" I get so excited. I really do. It makes me feel like I'm important. Like, awesome. Somebody wants to have fun. Let's go do this. Like,
yeah.
it's cool. So, thank you very much. And, to the guys at BS3 Network, thank you guys for letting us talk hockey. And on that note, Weldon, are we out of here?
We're out of here, man. Let's go sit on the couch and watch TV and go to sleep in an hour and a half. Hopefully we're ahead. All right,
I'm
man.
giving myself 15 minutes, dude.
Yeah. All right, man. You have a good night. Let's go Stars. Let's get another win.
All right. You have a good night as well. Go Stars. And please win. Please,
All
Hockey
right.
God, let them win.
Nah, they're gonna win. All
I
right.
hope
Have a good one, man.
you too. See
All
you
right.
guys next time.
All right. Good night.
Good night.